This is our project for Tripoli 310 Communication Laboratory. It is an AM radio receiver which receives signal, AM signal transmitted by Bangladesh Betar. It receives three signals. They are respectively 630 kHz, 693 kHz and 1170 kHz. Now we are receiving a signal from 630 kHz station. We are getting the sound in a sound box, and here we are receiving signal from antenna. The antenna orientation is important for the reception because the area should be perpendicular to the direction of the station. If we rotate the antenna 90 degree from the station direction, clearly we get no sound because of the direction. If we again take the antenna into its previous orientation, we are getting the sound in a better quality. There is no distortion. Here there are some obstructions of noise. We can reduce the noise by touching the jack or grounding the jack from the knob or the sound port. If we try to tune the antenna or the radio by changing the variable capacitor, we will get different signals or the different distortion. Here, if we untune the signal, we don't get any sound from the sound box. But if we tune the radio in such a position that it will resonate to the station, we'll get a better sound quality. Now we are comparing our radio with a radio bought from market. Here we are getting the signal from 630 kHz station, and we are getting some noise because we used only one RF amplifier, and the same station is tuned in this radio bought from market, but we see the noise performance is better in this case because in the bought radio we have a multi-stage radio frequency amplifier and bandpass filters, but in our radio we use only one RF amplifier. So here we are comparing these two radios' noise performance.
There is our loop antenna, total size of 1 square feet, and we have used 4 pieces of elbows and 4 pieces of PVC pipe, each of length 1 feet, and we have used twisted copper, which are normally used in DSL line or telephone line, and we have used 22 turns of wire through the pipe to receive our signal properly. Now we want to visualize those signals practically, and here as we applied a sinusoidal wave as a message signal, so we are watching this type of modulated signal, and here after demodulation we are just getting the sinusoidal wave again. Notice that as we have applied a sinusoidal wave, that means the envelope of the modulated signal will also be a sinusoidal wave, and here is that. This is the schematic diagram of a radio circuit, and here we are using a 9V DC power source, and we have used this capacitor to reduce the ripple from our DC power source. Here this is the loop antenna, and it is parallel with a variable capacitor. This capacitor actually used to tune the radio station. This is the voltage buffer, and this is the demodulator, and here we have used this diode, this resistance and this capacitor to detect the envelope of the modulated signal. Here we have used to amplify, and this potentiometer actually is working as a volume controller of our speaker. this is the AB power amplifier, and notice that we have used very low resistance as we want to draw a high current to our speaker. This 8 ohm resistance actually symbolizing a speaker, and we have used this capacitor to eliminate the low frequency from our desired sound. You can use a band pass filter to get a more clear sound. Here we are simulating our radio circuit, and as it is impossible to implement a virtual loop antenna, so we have used these two blocks to visualize a modulated signal, and this modulated signal is applied to our main radio circuit. Here we have used a virtual oscilloscope to see the signals at the various point of our radio circuit. Now see the oscilloscope. Here digital oscilloscope, and here we go. Here this green signal is actually representing the main message signal. This pink one is the modulated signal, and this sky one is the signal which we are getting just after the demodulation, and this yellow one is actually the sound which is produced by the speaker. Notice that we also notice that here we also represented the speaker by a 8 ohm resistance. And if you want to know more about our circuit, please visit this site www.bowdenshobbycircuits.info/trf.htm. Thank you.